Wahoo, Doris, Wahoo, Doris, welcome Christmas, bring your light. Wahoo, Doris, Wahoo, Doris, welcome in the cold dark night. Welcome, welcome, Wahoo, Wahoo, welcome, welcome, Wahoo, Wahoo, welcome Christmas while we stand heart to heart and hand in hand.
On summer they thought the skies were pleasant. On St. Patrick's Day they had a huge pheasant. And every who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. Please do ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be perhaps his shoes were too tight. It could be perhaps his head wasn't screwed on just right. But I think the most likely reason of all, his heart is 2 sizes too small. But whatever his reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the booze, staring down from his cave from the sour bricky crown at the warm-lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Whoville down in Whoville beneath was busy hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here. And he stirred with his fingers, nervously drumming. I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming. For tomorrow I know every Who child below will wake bright and early and rush for their toys. And the noise, that's one thing I hate. All the noise, 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 noise. And the Who's, young and old, will sit down to a feast. They'll feast and they'll feast and they'll feast, 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 feast. And they'll feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beef. That's one feast I can't stand in the least. Then they'll do something I hate most of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, will stand close together, with Christmas bells ringing. They'll stand hand in hand, and those Who's will start singing. Bahoo, Doris, Bahoo, Doris, welcome Christmas, come this way. Bahoo, Doris, Bahoo, Doris, welcome Christmas, Christmas Day. Welcome, welcome, Wahoo, Wahoo, welcome, welcome, Wahoo, Wahoo, Christmas Day is in our grasp, so long as we have hands to grasp. Wahoo, Doris, Wahoo. And they'll sing, and they'll sing, and they'll sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Christmas thing, the more Christmas thought, I must stop this whole thing. For years and years I put up with it, and now I must stop some way to keep Christmas from coming. But how? He got an idea, an awful idea. He got a wonderful, awful idea. He knew what to do. He locked in his room, and he made a Santa Claus hat and a coat. He chuckled and clucked. What a Grinchy trick. This coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. Na-na-na-na. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5 foot pole. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around. This reindeer were scarce were none to be found. That's not the Grinch. Ha! He simply said. If I can find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he took his dog Max, and he took some black thread, and he tied a big horn to the top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. And he said, "Get out!" And the sled started down toward the Who's lay a snooze in their town. All the windows were dark. No one knew he was there. All the Who's were dreaming sweet dreams without care. And he came to the first house on the square. As a stop number one, the Grinch simply hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. He climbed in the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but I said if he could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once for a minute or two. He stuck his head out, and the fireplace blew with all the stockings hung all in a row. These stockings, the Grinch, are the first thing to go. They slithered and slunk with a smile was unpleasant. Around the whole room, he took every present. Popcorn, roller skates, bicycles, drums, checkerboards, video games, popcorn, and plums. He stuffed all that food, stuffed all the gifts out of the chimney with glee. And now, I will stuff up the tree. He took the tree and he started to shout, and he saw it sort of small sound. The cool the dove turned around past the small round who, little Cindy Lou Who was no more than two. He stared at the Grinch. Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? Why, my sweet little girl, the big Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree, won't light on one side. I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up here. I'll bring it up back here. His foot pulled the child, and he patted her head, and he got her a treat, and he set her to bed. And Cindy Lou Who was in bed with her cup. He plugged up the chimney and stuck the tree up. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old water, and the last thing he took was a log for the fire. The walls left nothing but hooks of wire. And one speck of food he left in the house was a crumb that was too small for a mouse. He did the same thing to the other Who houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who mouses. Wait a minute! There's the porch at dawn, all the Who's still in bed, all the Who's still snooze, as he packed the sled. 10,000 feet up the second old crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the Who's, he was graciously humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouth will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's are in Who's will all cry boo-hoo. That's the noise, grinned the Grinch, and I simply must hear. So he paused. Then the Grinch put a hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. Started in low, and started to grow. That's all our presents. I bet that Grinch. That's what I tried to tell my father last time. Grinch stole our presents. Well, I'm glad the Grinch stole our presents. You are? Yes, it's no greater gift to my family. Valudores, valudores, welcome Christmas, come this way. Valudores, valudores, welcome Christmas, Christmas Day. Welcome, welcome, valu rahu. Welcome, welcome, valu rahu. Christmas Day is in our grasp, so long as we have him to grasp. This sound didn't sound sad. This sound sounded glad. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing, without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, came just the same. And the Grinch with his feet ice cold in the snow was puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. Puzzled and puzzled till his brain was quite sore. And the Grinch saw something he had before. Maybe Christmas doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, needs a little bit more. Well, what happened then? Well, in Google they say the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And then the true meaning of Christmas finally came through, and the Grinch found the strength of 10 Grinches, plus 2. And then when his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load to the right morning light. With his smile slowly descended Mount Crumpet, cheerfully blowing hoo-hoo on his trumpet. He brought everything back, and the food for the feast. And he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. Welcome Christmas, come this way. Welcome Christmas, Christmas Day. Christmas is in our grasp, as long as we have hands to grasp. Christmas time will always be, just as long as we have thee. Welcome Christmas, while we stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Merry Christmas!